Hey everyone, it's Keely here for Soy and Shea, and thank you so much for joining me for today's bonus soap making video for this week. Now if you caught the Aries video that I did last month, I said that I had made 2 attempts at doing the Taurus soap because it is quite a difficult constellation to do. But I did also say that I would show you the first soap that I made. They are pretty much made the same sort of way. So this video there is a lot of music put over the top of it, just because tomorrow I'm going to give you even more information when the actual video comes out for the good Taurus soap. So let's go and see how I make it. Let's go. Alright, so let's get into this soap. I have got my oils which have come down to room temperature, and we've got our sodium hydroxide and distilled water solution as well. Just going to mix the 2 of those together and just bring them into emulsion. Alright, that is looking good to me so far. I'm going to pour off just a little bit into this jug. That should do. And then I also have a slightly bigger jug as well for a little bit more colour. So for my colours today, into my big pot, I am going to use some of this navy blue from Nurture Soap. So in that goes. I'm giving it a good amount there. Also in with that dark navy, I'm going to add in a little bit of black pearl, which is from my Micro Obsession. Plus, to get that sparkle in here, we are going to add in some of the Blizzard mica as well. That should be enough. Into these smaller pots, if you caught the white opal soap that I did, I had some leftover mica and I poured the oils into pots to see how much I had left over, because I'd used the oils from out of the soap mix, and then I weighed out what oil I had. Now rather than throwing this out, I was a little bit careful about how I put these oils together. In this one I ended up with a really nice grey colour. I think this one had the yellow, the marigold and a little bit of purple in there as well. So I'm going to pour that one in there to colour that. And then this pot here, I had some of the the Tutti Frutti and some of the yellow, and that's to give me sort of a greeny colour. We're doing the Taurus soap today, and one of the Taurus colours is like a green blue, so I thought that was going to be perfect to add into this soap. So it's a very one-off unique colour that we've got in there. Get as much of that out as possible. I'm going to mix these colours in, and then we're going to add the fragrance. Alright, so I'm really happy with how those colours are now looking. Now I'm not sure if I'm being really silly here or not, but I am going to try this fragrance oil, which is called Sheer Lily and White Rose from Aroma. I've had so much trouble with soaping and oh, look at that, it rises. Yes, that was a silly mistake. Oh well, too late, we've got it in there. Let's see if we can actually get that out with the stick blender without accelerating that too much. Tempting fate with all the trouble that I've been having with soaping. I finally have such a beautiful cool day for doing it, and then I do something so silly as to add a floral into my soap. This one has notes of bergamot, lemon, there's white rose, lily, cedar and musk. The reason I chose it is because Taurus, or sort of the fragrances associated with Taurus, is to do with a lot with those florals like rose, the musk and the sort of gardenia was the other one as well. So I thought I'd try this fragrance and see how it goes. And because this is going to be dark, and because I actually do want to create sort of a layer of colours, I wasn't too bothered if it was going to thicken up on me, so I'm not too bothered about that. What I'm going to do is do a in the pot with these 2. We'll pour most of this in for now. Give that a bit of a stir through, and then we'll go and grab the mould. Alright, so I've got my mould all ready here. We're going to start by pouring out some of this. We don't need much to start with. Just want enough on the bottom layer to start putting my stars. Should get that colour swirling through there nicely as well. Alright, so let's start with the first star that I need, which is this one here. I'm going to place that one down. Oh, I've cut them too short. It's okay, that's my test end. So the test end just won't have a bit of star in it this time. So we've got our first one in. I'm going to pour in a bit more of this colour. one of those very rare occasions where I didn't mind that this completely and utterly accelerated on me, because I was able to place my stars where I wanted them to go. Just going to give that a quick spray with some rubbing alcohol. It smells beautiful, so hopefully it does last throughout that saponification process. But what I am going to do to the top of this one, I got sent these beautiful glitters from Tiara over at Luna Faye Creation. She sent them for my birthday, and they are all eco glitters. And I am going to use this unicorn wings, mainly because it's got that sort of hint of green in there, which I hopefully will go through with some of those colors that are in here, and also match in with that sort of green tone of Taurus. So I'm just going to get some of my spoon. Oh, give it a bit of a sprinkle. Hopefully they're gonna stick to the top. That is absolutely stunning. I've seen her use these on her own soaps, and I can tell you the camera does not do these any justice. These are absolutely stunning. The colors that are coming off them are just beautiful. I think that will do for there. So thank you, Tiara, for sending these through to me. I absolutely love them. They are so gorgeous. What I'm also going to do on the top of here, I have some of those little stars that I made them when I did the Aries soap. I had all the leftover pieces of my stars, and I've just chopped them up into little stars to go on the top. So I'm just going to push a couple of these into the top of each of these bars just to finish it off. So I'm really pleased with that. When I'm pushing these stars in, I am making sure not to actually touch the soap. I'm just pushing them in just enough that they're actually stuck inside the soap there. And there it is. There is our Taurus soap all done. How beautiful does that top look? It's going to be a long 24-hour wait for me, but we will be back in just a moment and we'll cut it open. We'll see what colors and swirls we've got and whether or not we managed to get the Taurus constellation in this soap. We are now ready to cut into Taurus. Now you can see I have got a few air pockets on the side, but they are going to be very easily fixed. I'm also thinking with this soap we're only actually going to get 16 bars out of this one rather than my 18, because both of the ends have got those air pockets in, and I need some of that soap to fix these other air pockets down the side. Plus I want the constellations to be on both sides, and we didn't quite meet the ends. That is what the constellation should hopefully look like. So let's get it cut open and we will take a look and see if I was able to get that constellation. Now I've just thought I probably should have turned this on its side so I don't drag those glitters, but too late now. We are almost through, and let's take a look. Alright, so let's grab this one from off the end here, and let's go that way because that's the way the constellation should go, and it's not too bad. We're a little bit off on these sort of little ones in the middle here, but I'm still pretty happy with how that one has come together. I will see if I can try again. Okay, so with the cutting of that video, Lucy Lou was being a bit naughty that day and she was growling and carrying on, and I think I've gone to go and settle her down and I've subconsciously turned the camera off, and when I came back I didn't turn it back on, so I've cut the soap and shown you guys but actually not recorded it. But what I found is even though that first bar came off and it was pretty well aligned, the rest of the bar didn't quite align up as well as I wanted it to. So even though the actual making of the soap looked like it went really well, the stars did move, and I was having trouble actually getting my stars to go in place, and I realized after I had cut the soap what I had done wrong, and I felt so bad that I had been able to make such a good Aries soap and the Taurus soap hadn't come out quite as I wanted it to, that I did decide I wanted to recreate it. And the other reason is because I plan on doing all 12 of the constellations, and Taurus is not the hardest of them. There are some pretty complicated ones. Gemini's got a few extra stars in it as well, which I will be showing you Gemini very soon. But I'm pretty happy with these anyway. They smell really good, and then you do still kind of get the idea that it is the constellation for Taurus. These particular bars will be going up onto the website at a slightly discounted price because they are misaligned, but tomorrow or in the next video I'll be showing you how I make the Taurus soap that is better aligned, and that one will also be on the website at the normal prices. So I hope you have enjoyed watching how I made my Taurus constellation soap. If you did, why not leave me a thumbs up and any comments down below, and if you've not already, why not subscribe to the channel, and it will alert you when the better version of Taurus comes out. So until the next video comes out, I hope you have a great one. I'll see you then. Bye.